Hey guys, welcome back to Deb's Journey. I'm Deborah, and a few videos ago I made crispy pork belly. It was Asian inspired, and oh my gosh, if you haven't tried that video, you have to. I'll link it up here. And following some of the comments below on that video, I know y'all wanted me to do a few more Asian inspired dishes, so I'm gonna be making General Tso's chicken. There are a few other comments on there, different things, and I'm gonna get to them. Just give me some time. Today we're gonna start off with two recipes. First we're gonna do General Tso's chicken. Then we're gonna do, oh my gosh, you're gonna love me for this. Y'all know those little cheese puff things that they give you at the Chinese buffets? You know, those little crispy things. They're like in little wontons. They call them crab rangoon, I believe, but the one I always get never have crab in them. It's just like a slightly sweetened cream cheese. Well, I'm gonna make some for you today. You're gonna love me for this. I wish I could take credit of making up this recipe, but I can't. I'll link down below where I found that recipe for the for the little wrap. But I'm gonna explain to you how I made that. But first things first, let's get to the General Tso's chicken. All right, let's get to it. First we have here is some chicken breast cut up into cubes. Over here we have some protein powder, granulated powder, salt, black pepper, and some onion powder. And I already went ahead and put a cup of this protein powder in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just season up the protein powder because it comes, you want to get unflavored. Protein powder is often flavored vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, banana, whatever flavored, but you have to get unflavored. And all of these ingredients that you're gonna see me use today, you can find just at your grocery store. So I'm just getting a good sprinkling of garlic, a good sprinkling of onion powder. This is all going to come out to about half a teaspoon. A little bit of pepper, and of course some salt. You don't have to over season this this mixture because the sauce that's going to go on it is going to be very flavorful, but we always want to flavor up our base, which is the protein powder in this case. Let me get a fork. So I'm just going to mix that up, and I'm going to come over here in my pan. I have about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat on to about medium high, just like you would do like chicken, like chicken fried chicken or what have you, chicken fried steak. I'm going to dump my chicken piece by piece. I'm not going to just dump it in there all together. I'm going to do piece by piece and start coating my chicken. I usually would do like an egg wash, but I found out that you really don't need it for this recipe. You can though. That's going to be up to you. Alright, I went ahead and lowered my heat a little bit because it was getting too hot, so I put it down to low while I got everything ready, and then I'm going to bring it back up to about medium low because my heat gets hot very fast. So you just kind of make sure that you know your stove, so make sure it doesn't get too hot. Alright, now we're going to kind of put our chicken in, but we do not want to overcrowd our pan. If you see that any of the chicken is peeking through, just go ahead and just pat it into the powder again. And then you drop it in. Alright, now it's time to flip. Maybe just the middle ones. Alright, as they are nice and golden brown, you want to transfer them over into a paper towel lined plate. Since this chicken is cut so small, it's not going to take but a minute on each side. I feel like I want to egg wash these, but maybe not. Alright, so here we have all of our chicken fried up. If you want to just eat it at chicken nuggets, go for it. But we're going to take it a step further and make chicken, General Tso's chicken, right? Alright, so rice vinegar, chili paste, crushed red pepper. We might just add just a little bit of that. Sesame seed oil, some broth. Usually it's chicken, but I have beef, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm using ginger, the kind that's already just in this little squeezy tube. Some ketchup, make sure it's no sugar added. Garlic powder, some sweetener, and some xantham gum. And some soy sauce. Alright, so here I have my pan. I just cleaned out the pan that I was using to fry up the chicken. So it's still it's hot and a little bit oily, but that's okay. I did turn off my heat. I'll turn on my heat once I have everything in here. Alright, so what you're first going to need is some rice vinegar. We're going to do about 3 tablespoons. Again, my heat is not on, it's just a residual heat. 1/4 cup of soy sauce. You can use liquid aminos or coconut aminos. 1/2 cup of broth. Again, I'm using beef, but if you have chicken, then use chicken. 3 tablespoons of my monk fruit sweetener. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of the ginger. You're going to do about 1/4 teaspoon, or to your liking, of garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon of the sesame oil. About 1/4 cup of ketchup. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of this chili paste. Alright, so now we're going to turn our heat on to about medium high, and we're going to mix all of this. until it all incorporates. If you have hoisin sauce, you'll go ahead and add about a tablespoon or 2 of hoisin sauce. I didn't have any, and honestly the store I went to didn't have any either, so I'm just going without it this time. I had to bring out my whisk to break down some of that ketchup, but as you can see, it's finally simmering. This took about 3 minutes to finally start simmering. I know the sauce is usually thick, and we're gonna put a thickening agent in, but right now I need to make sure that it's to my liking. So I'm gonna get a spoon. I'll just get this spoon here. This is the time to add whatever you feel like it still needs. That's really good. Oh my gosh, it's so flavorful. It's sweet, like a little bit sweet but spicy. I think for our sake, I'm gonna add a little bit more crushed pepper. This is completely optional. Alright, I'm gonna let it simmer just for another minute. That's it. Alright, now that it's been simmering for about another minute or so, I have 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. This is our thickening agent. You can find it anywhere, at any grocery store usually. You don't want to just dump it in one spot because it can gelatinize. Is that how you say it? Gelatinize? Yes. In one spot, and you don't want that. Alright, I'm gonna whisk it up. You're gonna see that it's gonna start thickening. Alright, our sauce is ready. As you can see, it really thickened up a lot. I'm going to turn my heat off. And if I were just going to eat the General Tso's chicken, I would immediately put the chicken into the sauce. And since I'm going to make the little cheese puffs, I'm going to take this off the heat. Leave my chicken where it is. I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'll show you how to make the little cheese puffs. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so to make these wraps, I'm just gonna explain to you how I made it because I made them earlier, and it's simple enough for me just to explain it to you. So I decided just to show you because if you're anything like me, I'm a visual learner, so I wanna actually show you how to make it, and then we'll go back to the video. Okay, so these are the ingredients: mozzarella cheese, miracle flour. I bought this on Amazon, I believe. I will link it down below. Cream cheese and psyllium husk. Cream cheese, just letting you know, I like to get the actual Philladelphia brand because like sometimes I'll get the Walmart brand and it's 2 carbs versus 1 carb per serving. So just a little pro tip, because by this time I better be a pro. Okay, so now I'm gonna do 2 cups of this cheese, mozzarella, 1/2 cup of miracle flour. Miracle flour is lupin flour. You wanna make sure you find the sweet lupin flour. I don't know if I said that in the video or not, but I do have 1/2 cup measurement, but I'm being lazy. So that's 1/2 cup. Then we're doing 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk. And I think I told you this already in the past, but I find this in the pharmacy section. But it's expensive. So if I were you, I would buy it on Amazon. I'll link it below. Okay, so now it's going to be 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. Uno. Yes. Okay. So now, my lovelies, I'm going to mix this before I microwave it. So again, this was 1/2 cup of miracle flour. Alex put this on the screen. 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, and 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk. Your psyllium husk, it is kind of pricey. but you only use like a tablespoon at a time, so it does last you a really long time. Okay, so I kind of mixed that up. I mean, it's not really mixed, but it's kind of mixed. So now I'm going to stick it in the microwave until it's melted. Let's go. Okay, so I'm just checking it now, and it still needs more time. I put it in there for 1 minute, and in my microwave it still needs more time. So if your cheese is all melted, then cool, leave it like that. But I'll show you what it's supposed to look like, and mine is not done. So while I mix this, I'm going to stick it back in the microwave, but I have some of those Texas Twinkies in the oven, because this is a completely different day. It's actually like a lot later. And oh my gosh, those Texas Twinkies, I will link them right here, right? Mm-hmm. Right here, because you have to eat, you have to try them. Like, I'm smelling them, it smells so good. Okay, put it in there for another minute. Let's check it out. So while I'm mixing this, something you have to keep in mind about lupin flour or miracle flour is that it does come from the legume family, I believe. And so if you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to be careful, or at least, you know, try it. I don't know, talk to your doctor or something. Try it. My husband is actually very allergic to peanuts, and he's able to eat this without any problem, but I don't want you just to go off by what I tell you. Ask your doctor. Ask a professional. Alright, see how this dough came together? Yeah. Okay, that is it. And I'll show you how to extend it in the other one. But in my video, I made the dough like hours after or something like that, or the next day or something, and so the dough was hard, and so this one's gonna be really soft. If you just make it the same day, it works out perfectly, like, because it's nice and soft if you work with it right away. Otherwise, you put it in the fridge and bring it back out, and it's hard, so you'll have to put it in the microwave for another few seconds, and then roll it, you know, or just kind of mash it up, and then until it's the texture consistency that you want it. Anyway, back to the video. All right, so now my dough is it's hot, but it's soft. So I'm just going to roll it out. Unlike fathead dough, this dough is not very sticky at all. With fathead dough, you have to have wet fingers and everything like that. All right, so I'm gonna make my circle a little bit smaller, and then you can always just reheat these little pieces and make some more. So in this bowl I have 1 bar. Well, I already made these today. I had 1 bar of cream cheese, and I stuck it in the microwave, and then I added 2 tablespoons of sweetener. The sugar I use is a Swerve Confectioners, okay, so it's like powdered sugar. Okay. So I'm just going to do about a tablespoon. Okay, so then you're gonna pick it up, and I like to just half it like this, and then I'm gonna be pinching all the way around towards like a little purse. My dough is not so hot anymore, so that's why it's a little bit harder to pinch, but it's gonna be okay. And they might not all look pretty, but that's okay. If you can make them prettier than me, then awesome. So it's not very pretty, but Here's my little purse. All right, here's my next one. I'll show you one more time how to roll it out. Okay, you're just gonna press the sides however you can. When I first made this dough, it was a lot easier to work with, so I probably just didn't microwave it enough this second time, but it's okay. All right. All right, so this is the air fryer that I'm gonna use. I love it. My dad gave it to me. It's the Power XL. And so I'm gonna change it to oh my bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on, last time I put it on pizza and it worked for me, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna put it, 360 is fine, but I'm gonna let it go for 5 minutes by itself so that it can get hot. So this is considered like preheating it. That way, whenever your food goes in there, it doesn't have to get hot once your food's in there. It'll already be nice and hot, ready to cook your food a little bit faster. So I guess just a little tip. All right, we are ready to put our little wonton thingies, cheese puffs, in the little air fryer. Don't let them touch because they will stick. All right, I'm gonna put them in just for about 7 minutes on the pizza setting. I'll do 6 minutes and then I'll check on them. They smell done and it's only been about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna check them. Oh yeah, they look so good. Okay. Remember, your air fryer may be different than mine, so you follow those instructions. And the lady who I found this recipe from, she, which, I mean, I kind of already knew, but I guess just as a little common sense, that this dough doesn't fry up well because it's cheese. It's a lot of cheese. And as you know, it's difficult to, oh, this one kind of tore. It's difficult to fry cheese without it melting, right? All right, so let's tear into one of these. Who's hot? See all that cream cheese? They're slightly crunchy. But doughy, so they don't taste, it doesn't taste like the fathead dough. It has more of a bread like consistency, or in this case that wonton flavor. It's so good, like really. I'm losing my voice or something. I'm so happy that I stumbled upon this lady's YouTube. Again, I will link her down below. Now let's finish making our General Tso's chicken. By this time, my everything has cooled down, so I'm gonna turn my heat back on and get my sauce simmering once again. All right, now that my sauce is heating, is already hot, I'm gonna lower the heat down a little bit just so it won't dry out. Now I'm gonna get all my beautiful chicken and dump it in. And the reason why I didn't do this before is because I didn't want it to get soggy while I made the other stuff. So Alright guys, here's my General Tso's chicken. Let's give it a try. It is very good. That sauce is so good. Very, very good. And of course I have my little cheese puffs. I don't know about you, but I've been missing going to the Chinese buffet. But this definitely hits the spot. You can serve this over cauliflower fried rice, or cauli rice. Turn that into fried cauli rice, or some broccoli, or just steamed veggies, and you got yourself a really good meal. Alright guys, I love you. Let me know down below if you're gonna try this recipe. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like this video, and share away. Bye.